just subscribe below, and if you enjoy this, if you find it helpful, please leave a comment and give it a thumbs up.
Hi, my name's Daniel Jones. Please make sure that you're listening to this at a time when you can pay it your full attention and when you can relax completely. At a time when you can just respond fully. Do not listen to this if your attention is required elsewhere, for example, whilst operating machinery or whilst driving. So for now, just take a few moments to begin to really relax. Just allow your eyes to close and begin to really relax. And I don't know whether you'll relax deeply with the words that I say, or whether you'll relax deeply with the spaces between my words, or whether it'll be the change in tonality. Or perhaps you'll find that you relax the deepest with each and every out-breath, or with the sounds in the background. That's right. And as you continue to relax, I'd like you just to recall the first or the worst time when you had a fear of open spaces. It could be the cause that you recall, or it could be the worst time that you recall, or the first time that you remember having it. And just recall that. And on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being absolute worst to think about and 1 being comfortable to think about, just rate it on that scale of 1 to 10 of what it's like to think about that now. Now just allow that to go from your mind as you imagine a TV set in the distance, a little black and white TV set in the distance. That's it. That's it. And on that TV set, just be aware of the bad picture, how awful the picture is, and just go and imagine yourself sat watching that, and imagine yourself drifting out of your body, floating through space and time so that you're stood beside that TV set. That's it. So that you can look back and see yourself watching the TV set, but you can't see the TV set itself. That's it. Now what I'd like you to do is to get a sense of that same memory we've just spoke about on that TV set. And give it a calm point at the beginning and a calm point at the end, with the actual incident in the middle. That's it. And what I'd like you to do is just watch yourself sat over there watching that TV set. And when I say now, just watch yourself sat over there, watching that old memory all the way through to the end in fast forward, taking no more than about 2 seconds to do so. And just do that. Now, watching that old movie all the way to the end, really fast, all the way to the end. That's it, excellent. That's it. Now what I'd like you to do is just imagine yourself drifting into the end of that old TV set, into the end of that old incident, that old memory. Seeing what you saw, hearing what you heard, feeling what you felt, only everything will be in a new direction, because you're going to rewind to the beginning when I say now. You're going to rewind to the beginning, so everything will be in a new direction, everything will be in reverse. The feelings will be in reverse. Everything will move in reverse. Everyone will talk in reverse. Everything will happen backwards. And in the wrong way. And take no more than 2 seconds to do this. And just rewind to the beginning. Now, rewind all the way back to the beginning really fast. All the way back to the beginning. That's it. All the way back to the beginning. That's it. Excellent. Excellent. That's it. Now imagine yourself drifting out of that TV set, floating through space and time and relaxing yourself down over into the you sat watching that TV set. into the you sat watching that TV set. That's it. And now, taking no more than about 2 seconds, when I say now, fast forward all the way to the end again, only this time chuck in some circus music. Just make it more ridiculous. Add whatever you want, make it like a cartoon or whatever you need to do to make it seem really ridiculous. And remember, when this fast forwards, it's going to seem even more ridiculous than that because everything will happen fast. So any circus music won't go. It'll be going almost like chipmunks singing. And just fast forward that to the end. Now, fast forward all the way to the end, really fast, no more than 2 seconds. That's it, all the way to the end. That's it, excellent. That's it. Now imagine yourself drifting into the end of that old movie again. So that calm point at the end of that old movie, only this time, rewind it, keeping that music and keeping all those changes, those amusing changes there. And this time, rewind all the way to the beginning, so fast it only takes about a second to do so. And just do that now. Rewind all the way back to the beginning, all the way back to the beginning, really fast, all the way back to the beginning. That's excellent, excellent, that's it, all the way to the beginning. And now, just drift out of that again and relax yourself down into that seat through space and time. That's it. Drift and relax yourself down through space and time away from that old memory. Relaxing down into that seat. That's it. And from here, just watch that old movie again in fast forward, so fast that it flashes by. As fast as someone flicking a light switch off and on, so fast. And just watch that. Now, watching it in such fast forward, that's always the end, that's excellent, that's it. That's it. That's it. And now again, just drift and float into the end of that old movie, into the end of that old distant movie. Relax yourself into it. That's it. And this time, rewind so fast it's like just a flash. It goes by that quick. And just do that. Now, rewind all the way back again. That's it, all the way back. That's it, excellent. And now come out of that and go and drift through space and time to that seat again. And just allow that screen to go blank. Now remember, you can work on other memories in the future to make this even deeper and more changing. That's it. And just create a giant high definition screen in front of you. Surround sound and the works. And see a version of yourself on that screen. See a you on that screen in front of you. And watch them as they go through the situations that in the past, before you'd listened to this, you wouldn't have been able to do. And just watch them go through all those situations. Watch the freedom that they've gained from having listened to this. And just watch and notice what you can that lets you know in their body language, in the way they act and behave and talk, that lets you know that they're calm and confident in those situations. All those things you've dreamt of doing, only never been able to. All that freedom they've got. And just turn up the volume to their internal dialogue and listen to what they say to themselves that lets you know that they're so calm and confident. That's it. That's it. And let them go from situation to situation to situation, perhaps 3 or 4 different situations. And just watch and make any unconscious adjustments you need to make the situations go even smoother and even better. That's it. That's it. Now go back to the first one of those and just step inside that screen. Step into that you. Fit them on nicely. Fit yourself into them nicely. So that you can see through their eyes, hear through their ears, feel what they feel. Listen to their internal dialogue. Experience being them. And go through those situations again. Really experiencing that calm, confident freedom. And any changes that need to be made unconsciously, just allow yourself to make those changes to make the experience better. That's it. And as you go through all those experiences, I'll just talk to you in the background. Now, I enjoy rolling snowballs down hills, and I never know whether they're going to go to the left, the right, straight down, or meander, following the contours of the hill. All I know for sure is that they're going to go all the way to the bottom and get larger. Now, when I do therapy, and when I make these tracks, it's as if I'm finding the perfect stone and I'm flicking it into a pool of water, like a little pond. And I watch the ripples spread out, and the pond knows that something's just happened, and that stone sinks all the way to the bottom. It sinks all the way to the bottom. And when it sinks all the way to the bottom, I know that on the bottom there's now a big change. The bottom now looks different. And the pond knows that the bottom looks different. Yet that change is deep and deep inside it. Now in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and I'm going to count you back here. But first, I'd just like you to think back to that old incident that we worked on initially. Think all the way back and back and back to that old incident we worked on initially. And we graded it on a scale of 1 to 10, and just check out where it is now on that scale, where its new position is, how much it's changed. And you know that you can come back and listen to this regularly to make greater change and deeper change. That's it. And you know that you can listen to this regularly. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and when I count to 5, you can open your eyes, feel fully refreshed and awake and alert. And you can listen to this each and every day to start with, to really ingrain everything deeply on an unconscious level, all the new responses. 1, 2, coming more and more back, 3, 4, 5, opening your eyes, feeling fully refreshed and revitalized, knowing that you can come back and listen to this on a regular basis, making all those changes fully and permanently at an unconscious level.